All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the latest episode. Hi everybody. Welcome back to the latest episode of Airplane Show. My name is Greg. I'm going to be your trusted internet pilot on this here episode, and I think we got a pretty good one today. As you can see, we got the European Air Transport Flight 42 Mike up on our screen. This is a real flight. We're going to be recreating it. This is not the flight from the tail number. I know we're nerds, and we usually do nerdy shit. That was too long of a flight, so I'm thinking about doing a second flight since I haven't really flown at all recently. Like the real tail number in the simulator is Delta Alpha Echo Alpha Foxtrot, and that was just a little too far. Like that was like a 2.5 hour flight. Like I just didn't feel like flying that far today with this airplane. But this is a new update from INIBUILDS, so I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to be doing here. I got to keep a little bit of the Microsoft Copilot up for a little bit too, because I didn't do the RIFFI yet, which is RIFFI. No, not that RIFFI. I'm just kidding. But no, this is for like the VST plugins that I use, so it kind of gives me guidance. I plug in what kind of flight I plan on doing, and it kind of gives me a pretty good. It's pretty close, but I can't do this subtractive mode until we're like climbing and in the air. So this mode here, you need to do that when like everything's at its peak, like its maximum kind of volume. So yeah, man, let's get into this thing. Let's get this thing juiced up. Let's get it fired up. We go and get ahead and have ourselves a good flight. Yes, sir. Let me get say intentions opened up. We'll try using them as well. All right, say intentions is now open. Let's go ahead and now I already got the livery chosen. We are flying out of Naples. And I think we're going to be leaving out on, let me see which runway we're supposed to be leaving out on. I thought it was runway 20. Yeah, that's right, runway 24. So we'll be leaving from this side. All right, I'm not really sure where we would park. I'm just going to park right here. I didn't look at the map first. Obviously, this is not our area because that's, commercial. I mean, that's civilian, but I think this will be commercial over here. I'm probably thinking since it's large, general aviation. All right, do we have live weather on? Okay, we have live weather on now. And I wanted to take off kind of early in the morning-ish. So I put it in for like 6 something in the morning because CEST time is 2 hours ahead of UTC. So let's go ahead and get that. Yeah, we might go to X-Plane after this and fly the Dash 8 again. I have a flight already chosen, a SATA Azores flight. Just because during the week when I'm working, I don't like to use the whole setup here. I might change that. It's not really that big of a deal to set it up. I'm just getting kind of lazy, I guess. All right, while this is loading in, please enjoy our intro. Hold on, please. No BS. That's right. No raw fill anymore. No BS. Shit, it would be as soon as I... God damn it. As soon as I go live, that's when I start getting phone calls. Ain't that about a bitch? I gotta take this call. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. right, I'm thinking I'm thinking they butt dialed me. Because they didn't answer the phone when I called them right back. So we're just going to say they butt dialed me. If they call again, I'll just put myself on mute for a moment. All right, let's go ahead and... oh, son of a bitch. All right, let's get this. I wish I was not so popular sometimes. All right, let me get Sane Tensions opened up here. Now, I have the air stairs. Let me see who this is here. Okay. All right, everything's cool. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see if this door opens up. You know, I didn't look to see what the updates were on this. I wonder, let me see if we can find it real quick. Let's see here. So we got... I could have sworn I saw it on FS Elite. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, let's see what the oh, we're in Sim Beta 6 now. That's cool. Here, let's share the screen real quick and then we'll see what what's new. Alright, significant change, auto flight and the flight. Okay, that's cool. More accurate climb and descent, that's good because I've complained often about how you need to ride the speed brakes all the way down because they don't descend you properly. On the FMS side, green dot, flap speed calculations will now appear. That's cool. Okay. In addition, connections have been restored to fix. Okay, we will see if that works because I did update that mode today before I went live. I went in and made sure that the CP DLC is updated. Most notably, readability issues affecting the oxygen gauges indicators have been resolved. The cabin and cockpit windows now include their respective missing rain effects. Pilots will no longer randomly spawn outside of the cockpit. Well, we just did several small fixes. Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe that wasn't random. All right, well, hey, man, let's see if this shit works. Let me get rid of the be back in a few minutes sign because that's gay. It's gay! All right, and let me just, I want to make sure I still got everything, that it kept everything here. Yep, it did. So we have EFB, MCDU, autopilot, co-pilot, thruster settings, okay, air condition, altimeter, ECAM, electric panel, okay, that's APU and emergency, engine start, lights. What is this one here? Okay, fire, flaps. God, there are so many fucking, like... All right, let's go ahead and get lined up with the EFB here. Let's get ground power connected. Ground equipment, remove chocks. Oh, GPU was already there. Okay. So let's remove all the covers. And we will remove the right stairs. Okay, my flight. Let's import from SimBrief. Oh, that's not the right airplane? I thought that... Son of a bitch. Hang on, let me go fix this in Say Intentions. Not Say Intentions, I'm sorry, SimBrief. One second. So I put it in a A3ST, but that's what it looked like it was supposed to be. It matched up with the it matched up with what it looked like it should have been. I mean, I know that's maybe not the A300, but that's kind of what it looked like. All right, let's see here. So keep pastime. Yeah, that's A300F4-600. Yeah, that's the right airplane. All right, anyways, let's do this one here. We got INIBUILDS, Pratt & Whitney's, and we are landing at runway 17 left. Okay, generate flight. upload that into the tablet. And let me just go ahead and get this updated in Navigraph as well. Open in charts. And right now I'm planning on runway 17 left because that's what it shows in FlightAware, but that might not be the active runway when we get to our landing. Okay, so we should be all good there now. Let's re-import. Okay, very good. So that's all done. Let's get the batteries turned on. External power. I'm not using any filters yet. You know, one thing I want... Hang on, let me look at this real quick. So we have settings here. All right, weight and balances, custom cargo, import from SimBrief, apply load. All right, that's working. All right, let's get the IRS aligned. So we have, let's see, we have 1, 2, and 3. Let's get our flight plan uploaded here. All right, align the IRS. SimBrief, align IRS, it's all done. Let's take a look. On flow. Briefing panel. All right, cost index is 100. We are going to 34,000 feet. Okay, that looks good. All right, flight plan. There's our flight plan. Get that updated. Okay, copy active into secondary. And then what I want to do is, let's see here. Let me get our actual tablet out. Let me get the flight plan pulled in here. And then we'll put a waypoint down below us, just in case we blow out an engine, for our backup flight plan. All right, we'll just say SOR will be it. I don't know if that's really what it would be or not, but we'll just say that if we have a problem, we'll just go right from Gemma SQR. Okay. So So we have Gemma. I don't see Gemma anywhere here. Okay. So let's go ahead and click on this. Let's do SID. Runway 24. And then I'm not going to input actually. Let's just put in SOR or SQ. What is it? SOR? Yeah, SOR. Okay. To new waypoint is SOR. There we go. All right, let's clear that. Clear that. Clear that. And then our destination. PNZ. Here we go. Okay, LIRN to LIRN we're going to do. There we go. Okay. And let's see what it's saying here. Here we go. Okay, and let's do SOR. And then for the arrival, we'll do. We'll just say ILS 24 and Bento. I don't really know. We're probably not going to be doing this anyways, but we'll just build it just in case. Okay, so secondary flight plan is done. Let's get our forecast. All right, well, fuck it. If we need to, oh, you know, I'll just plug in LIRN right now. What is the winds here right now? The weather is 5 knots by 310. So let's just plug that in. All right, 310 and 5. All right, well, fuck you too. Let's see here, 310. About 05. All right, fuck it. I don't really care. All right, let's go back to initialization. Next page. Okay, we'll get all that done in a minute. Let's go ahead and get our flight plan, actual flight plan plugged in. So we have runway 24. And then VEXUV 8G. Get that plugged in. Okay, insert. I don't think it kept our takeoff. Nope. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Now let's go to LIMC, and this one for the star, it's more than likely going to be MEBUR 3H, ILS Z17 left, and VAFRA. Oh, now that is interesting that that star doesn't connect. Huh. Well, what about... Oh, I'm such an idiot. I just didn't go down far enough. Okay. Z, FAFRA, MEBUR 3H, insert. All right, now let's make sure we don't have any discontinuities. All right, let's go ahead and check this on our system here. Let's put this on plan. And let's just go back to the beginning of the flight plan and cycle through this. Yep, everything looks good there. All right, let's get the APU turned on. Can I do anything with this over here? Pre-flight. Oh, very interesting. All right, let me see what ATIS is right now. All right, right now ATIS is November. All right, so let's do LIRN, see if this works. Okay, we have LIRN. Destination is LIMC. Gate will say General Aviation. And we have information November. We got LIRN. Oh shit. LIMC. That was kind of loud. Whoa. Clear to look at that. That's cool. It actually works. Wow. All right, let's put in our squawk. So we have 3474. Where can I put that in at? If I put it in here. No, I don't think I do. All right, 3474. Maybe it goes in here. Menu, initialization, reference, no. Do we have an engineer station? No, I don't think we do. Cargo, smoke detectors, APU, anti-ice. Okay, that's rudder. Oh, here we go, tuning right here. 30. I thought it was down here. All right, 3474. Where's there's cancel. Where's the clear button? Oh, here's clear. Alright, we already said Wilco. So then let's see if we can... Oh, so we got 3474, expect departure 124.35. That's fine. Alright, let's get the APU fired up. Put the strobes on auto, put our nav 1 on. Let's arm the emergency lights. Let's test our... That was very fucking loud. Alright, let's get you started up. We don't want to put this on until... I think after the APU is on, I'm going to put that on. It's either that or after we're aligned. I forget which one it is, but it's okay. Alright, we can turn on the oxygen. Okay, everything looks good here. APU is firing up. Can I put tune on here? Ah, there we go. All right, let's see if we can do our next phase. Let's see here. Let's go back to main menu. All right, so it's just clearance. We can't do... We can't ask for, like, you know, taxi clearance and all that shit. That's okay. All right, APU is APUing. That's the technical term for it. So let's make sure that bleed is on. Turn external power off. Let's get the window heaters on. Let's get pitch and trim on, yaw dampeners, and automatic. Okay, that all looks good. All right, let's go ahead and get clearance for, let's get our takeoff clearances and shit. All right, sync, we have runway 24. All right, calculate. All right, so the altimeter is 30.06. Let's get that updated. Let's get this updated. Put that on map. Precision height, we're going to do -5. Put this on constraints. Alright, initialization. Fuel block. $33.7. Close enough, says 33.6. Oh, I think it'll just throw all this shit in automatically. All right, what's our zero fuel weight center of gravity? $28.5. All right, that's all done. Now let's go to takeoff mode. We have Hang on, let's remove the GPU. Let's remove the chocks. Let's arm all the doors. Close all doors. Okay. Let's see here. Takeoff. Okay, V1 144. $147. B2 is 151. I'm just going to set that for a little bit higher. All right, and I need our flex temperature. What was our flex temperature? 63 degrees. All right, so let's get that updated. All right, flex to 63. All right, we are good for pushback and takeoff. Let's tune to, I guess we'll tune to the ground. Hang on a second, let me get this set. So that's down, and this is... Hang on, I gotta get this reversed. Hang on a second. Yeah, this has got to be the right one here. Excellent. Now it works properly. All right, what's the trim supposed to be? 0.01 down. All right, let's get clearance. Let's contact Cappuccino ground, DHL 42 Mike, requesting push and engine start. Oh, am I on the wrong... Am I on the wrong frequencies? Cappuccino ground, DHL 42 Mike, requesting push and engine start.
Postman 42 Mike, push and start approved.
All right, we don't really need to push anywhere, so let's just get the engine started. Now I think I activated a certain feature on Say Intentions. I'm gonna try it as we're flying, but let me see. Klaus, can you pull up the taxi chart for this airport?
I've got that chart up on Navigraph now.
What? No way. No way. If this works, this is going to be one of the dopest things that that Say Intentions has ever come out with. They have this new feature. Well, nobody cares about your ocean tracks. Nobody cares. Just let me go. Let me go! Why won't you close? You son of a... Alright, let me see if it's one here. No! Same thing! Supposedly, it's supposed to pull up on... Oh, I wonder if it's on our Say Intentions app, actually. Yeah, I'll have to do some more digging and see exactly where that is. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this will work now. Alright, I'm not worried about it. I'll have to do some more digging and see where they... It's very experimental, so who knows if it really works yet or not. Alright, so we have APU bleed on. Let's, Alright. Alright, let's turn on the second engine. Very good. All right, let me do the reefer thing right now. Go in precise mode and build my profile. Wonder why it's not, that's interesting. Hang on a second. Let me try to get this to... Ah, here we go. Okay. Hang on, it's building the profile now. All right, profile is built. Go into EQ mode. Wow, they sure were right. Wow, there are spikes at 6,300 and at 1,800. Wow, that is crazy. Now, let me try putting this in EQ mode now. That could be better. Hang on. Let's build a sound profile again. All right, sound profile is built. Let's go into EQ mode. I don't know if I'm gonna like that better. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. Let me just see what it would be if I put it in subtract mode again. I'm gonna leave it in EQ mode. Shit, I like that. All right. Let's take care of some preliminary stuff here, and then we'll turn the APU off. APU bleed is off. Oxygen looks okay. Landing gear is down. Batteries look good. Generators 1 and 2 have power. Hydraulics look okay. Okay, let's put on. Let's just go through our systems real quick and make sure they're okay. Hydraulics, let's put our flaps down for takeoff. Okay, hydraulics look okay. Okay, electrical current looks good. DC current looks good. Fuel looks good. Okay, pressure is good. Air condition looks good. Okay, bleed is bleeding. Let's check our flight controls. Forward, back, port, starboard, and let's see, rudder and rudder. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and just do our takeoff configuration test and see if that we get a cheap. Okay, normal, and now I'm not getting anything that says that it's not normal, so all right, I'm guessing we're good. Let's get a taxi clearance to the runway. Cappuccino ground, DHL 42 Mike. Requesting taxi clearance to runway 24.
Postman 42 Mike, runway 24 taxi via Sierra Alpha, Tango Sierra Golf.
runway 24 via Sierra Alpha Tango Sierra Golf DHL 42 Mike. All right, let's take the parking brake off. Let's get the charts out here. Let me just get the charts up real quick that we're going to use. So I know we have 10.9. That's always like one of them. Oh, hang on. Reference. Okay, airport 10.9. And then departure, we have 10.3H. Let's go. Hey, while we're taxiing, let me get the say intention spool back up again. And get the filter spool back up. I'm not sold on the reefer, using it on EQ. Let me put it back on subtract mode real quick.
Ryanair 70 X-ray Hotel, runway 24 taxi via Quebec, Tango Sierra, Golf.
Runway 24 taxi via Quebec, Tango Sierra, Golf Ryanair 70 X-ray Hotel.
Lufthansa 2 Lima X-ray, push and start at your discretion.
Cleared push and start, Lufthansa 2 Lima X-ray.
Miles, handle the comms during takeoff, please.
Say again, please.
Please handle the comms during takeoff.
I'll handle the comms during takeoff, Greg.
Postman 42 Mike, contact tower on 118.5, safe flight. Contacting tower on 118.5. Postman 42, Mike. Naples Tower, Postman 42, Mike Heavy. Good morning. Holding short 24, ready for departure.
And let's go in nav mode and profile.
Postman 42, Mike Heavy, Naples Tower, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Postman 42, Mike Heavy.
Approaching runway 24.
All right, we're good.
India Zulu Victor Alpha uniform, hold short of runway 6.
I'll do my best to fix the sound a bit more when we get up in the air. Once I can run the filter again. Alright, so Say Intentions did try to open up that
India Zulu Victor Alpha uniform, hold short of runway 6.
they did try to open up Navigator, but it was trying to open it up on some sort of app that I don't have, so I'll have to look into it and see how I can get it to open up on Microsoft here. That's cool as hell, man. If we can get that to work, that'd be cool.
Postman 42, Mike Heavy, runway 24, winds 280 at 4, cleared for takeoff.
Runway
All right,
24, cleared
let's
for
go.
takeoff.
Let's punch the clock.
Postman 42, Mike Heavy.
On runway
Takeoff power set.
24 remaining.
Airspeed is alive.
6,600 feet.
India Zulu Victor Alpha uniform,
100
hold short
knots.
of runway 6.
Approaching V speed. V1. All right. Positive rate. Landing gear up.
Postman 42, Mike. Contact Rome radar on 124.35.
Contacting Rome radar on 124.35. Postman 42, Mike.
Flaps up.
Rome radar, Postman 42, Mike Heavy. Good morning, climbing through 1000.
Postman 42, Mike Heavy, Rome radar identified.
Okay, autopilot on.
Heavy. Contact Rome radar on 132.525.
Contacting Rome radar on 132.525. Postman 42, Mike Heavy.
All right, I'm going to take over comms.
Rome radar.
After he reads it out.
Postman 42, Mike Heavy. Good morning.
Postman. That's
3,000
interesting
to
that it has us as
5,000.
Postman 42 Mike.
Postman 42 Mike, Rome radar identified. Good morning, Napoli QNH 1017, climb flight level 130.
Climb flight level 130, Postman 42 Mike.
Ryanair 280 knots. Terra 1709 identified.
Rome radar center, Ryanair 80 with you at flight level 170.
Ryanair 80 identified.
Rome radar center, Alpine 73 at flight level 330.
All right, let's clean up some of these lights here.
Victor Tango Tango descent flight level 380, pilot's discretion.
Descending flight level 380, Victor Tango Tango.
All right, once we start climbing again, I'm gonna put us back into that subtract mode again.
Rome radar center, Volotea 2 checking in. Flight level 190 for flight level 200. Volotea 2 identified. Good morning. Flight level 150, I hear correct. Flight level 150, Volotea 2.
Okay, so far so good. Wonder when we can start climbing again.
Since we're in southern Italy, the closest major city is Naples. Naples is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, founded by the Greeks in the 8th century BC. It's famous for being the birthplace of pizza, so if you ever feel a sudden craving for a slice, you know who to thank. The city is also home to the legendary underground catacombs
I haven't had pizza
and the
in forever.
mysterious Castel dell'Ovo, which, according to legend, holds a magical egg that protects the city.
What?
Naples is a gateway
love
to the
eggs.
Amalfi Coast and the ruins of Pompeii,
The Mafia
both
Coast.
of which are just a short trip away.
Flight level 370. Turkish 1, good morning.
All right, let me try this again. Let's go into subtract mode. Build the profile. And they are correct. There are some sharp spikes. Wow. All right, what did Microsoft Edge say to do? Let me go back and see what it said. Okay, so dip 6 to 9 decibels down at
Ryanair 6505 at flight level 350.
2200.
Ryanair 6505 identified.
1709, just confirming you have
35, dip it down a little bit more too.
1709, reading you loud and clear.
All right, we can leave it there.
1709, descend to flight level 140 at your discretion.
leaving for flight level 140.
All right, when can we expect to climb again? Rim radar, Postman 42 Mike, when can we begin the climb to flight level 340? We're currently with you at 3,000 feet.
Postman 42 Mike, climb flight level 340, maintain until further advised.
Climb flight level 340, Postman 42 Mike. Alright, 340 set. Now that we are getting higher, let's put this in arc mode, put this on airport mode, and stretch that out a bit, just in case we have some engine problems and we need to descend. The cabin pressure's looking okay. Oh, wait a minute. ATC message. Oh shit, what did they say? Alright, that just says Wilco. Log on, not connected. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let us log in. We might be doing something wrong. Wonder if I need to put something up here, like what's the code here that is called? Yeah, the Zelcal code, AKJS. I wonder if I need to put that in somewhere.
Since we're in southern Italy, the closest major city is Naples. Naples is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, founded by the Greeks in the 8th century BC. It's famous for being the birthplace of pizza, so if you ever feel a sudden craving for a slice, you know who to thank. The city is also home to the legendary underground catacombs and the mysterious Castel dell'Ovo, which, according to legend, holds a magical egg that protects the city.
99613 identified.
I like magical eggs. Those are pretty dope. I don't think I've ever had a magical egg before, but I imagine they would be pretty cool. Alright, it's holding pretty good so far, the sound profile. me just go into reefer again and just rebuild this. Now that we're climbing again, let me just rebuild this. All right, precise. Boy, Microsoft Copilot's pretty damn good with this kind of thing. With building these sound profiles.
Skyline 613.
Pretty cool.
Flight level 350. Ryanair 31, Rome Radar Center, good morning.
All right, real comp. That all looks okay. We got real EQ.
Maintain 12000, expect lower shortly.
That looks pretty good. And real comp. Yep. Very cool, man.
With Malta 6508, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 14000.
Boy, having AI now, it makes it so handy to do this kind of shit. Finding out the right settings and all that. Alright, we're at 20,000 feet. Wait a minute.
Ryanair 7, Rome Radar Center.
Are we on our flight plan? Oh yeah, we are. Okay.
Juliet Mike Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 240. Flight level 240, Juliet Mike Zulu.
Alright, so we are now out. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Let's go search LIMC. Airport, we have 10.9. That's always the one for the airport. Then we should be coming in on 10.2N for our arrival. Then the approach should be 11.1.
Good morning, sir.
Alright, that's all done now.
Ryanair 6505, climb flight level 360.
Climbing flight level 360, Ryanair 6505.
What a great airplane this is. It's been so long since I've been in this thing. This is a great little airplane. How fun would it have been to fly one of these in real life?
Ryanair 6505,
How awesome would that have been?
Pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 270.
Leaving for flight level 270, Ryanair 6505.
Eurowings 2, reading you loud and clear.
Alright, good. Our descent forecast is in there.
Ryanair 1, good morning, sir. Juliet Mike Zulu, climb flight level 280.
Climbing to flight level 280, Juliet Mike Zulu.
Alright, we're in climb mode. Okay, that all looks good. That looks good. You know what? I should set. What's that's ECAM. Let me.
99613, climb to flight level 240.
And I just was.
Flight level 240, Sky 9613.
All right, some of these cameras are a little redundant. Okay, we have lights.
Ryanair 83, contact center on 121.075.
1.075, Ryanair 83.
Put that on continuous.
Ryanair 7, climb flight level 320.
Climbing flight level 320, Ryanair 7.
right, let's go back, and after ECAM, I want to set up something here. Alright, this one we can change.
340, climbing flight level 360.
So this one we're going to rename.
Rome radar center identified.
We're just going to name it Checks. I'll just call it, we'll call it Pedestal. Thought I clicked on Pedestal.
10 o'clock and 1 2 miles
There we go.
opposite direction.
There we go. Now,
Ryanair 6505.
let's see here. Now we should be good. We can go there, and now I can go there. And now I can click on, say, hydraulics, and then go back. Excellent. That's what I want.
Ryanair 7 climb to flight level 360, report level. Climbing flight level 360, Ryanair 7.
Excellent. You know, did I? Oh, I did make this early in the morning. That's right. I think we can actually operate the circuits on here too.
6505, descend to flight level 190.
Yeah, also
Flight level 190, Ryanair 6505.
All right, I wonder what's good on X today. We're going to have to go check that out here in a few minutes. Yeah, it was very tough for me to stream this past couple of days. When my daughter's home, it's very tough. Oh, we're in icing range.
Ryanair 6405, descend flight level 260, pilot discretion. Descending flight level 220, Ryanair 6405.
Rome radar center, Ryanair 15 checking in at flight level 360.
Ryanair 15, good morning.
Thankfully, there's no clouds. We don't really need to put icing on.
Welling 29 with you at flight level 170. Welling 29, Rome radar center identified.
I don't even see,
Descend to flight level 130, pilot discretion.
I don't even see the icing,
Descending to flight level 130, Welling 29.
That's very strange. I wonder where icing is.
Ryanair 3405,
Oh, right here.
descend flight level
Duh.
190. Descending to flight level 190, Ryanair 6405.
We're not really in clouds, so I'm not too worried about icing. All right, I guess we'll do it.
Ryanair 7, wind ready, descend to flight level 320. Leaving from flight level 320, Ryanair 7.
Hi, Darren. What's up, dude?
Turboprop, opposite direction at flight level 180.
How's it going, my friend?
Looking for the traffic.
We're doing some Italian. We're doing the Italian job today. We're flying on the coast of Italy from Naples to Milan. I'm good, man. I'm very happy I'm able to fly today. I have been trying to fly for a couple of days now, but had my daughter home this weekend. It's very difficult to fly when she's home. She's very loud. She's very loud. She likes to sing and have fun, which is all good. But yeah, now she's back where she's living now. And they just came out with an update on this recently, and I've been hoping to do a flight in this airplane, the A300. Man, I haven't flown this thing in so long. It's such a cool airplane.
Ryanair 6405, climb to flight level 260.
I want to buy a new plane for X-plane. I don't really feel like spending the money on it right now. I want to get the Seneca, which is a dual prop airplane from Cessna. Luis over on Discord really recommends it. And he usually has a pretty good eye for these kind of airplanes, especially on X-plane.
Level 360 for flight level 400.
Yeah, man, we're doing good. I was checking the weather reports out for tomorrow. Man, like New England, like Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, they could have some big tornadoes tomorrow. Like, it is crazy that far north is going to be having that kind of weather tomorrow. Usually that area is pretty safe. Yeah, that whole like New England corridor tomorrow is going to get wrecked tomorrow. Me being the big weather nerd I am, I stay up on all that kind of stuff. All right, once we get to cruising altitude, I'm gonna pull up X. We're gonna check out a couple of news stories on X, and then we're gonna land this here pig. Sorry, airplane, you're not really a pig. Man, the heat this year is crazy, dude.
Roger.
It was like 110, 115 down here in Baltimore like 2 weeks ago. It was crazy. Thankfully, I got a new car now. I finally have air conditioning again. I haven't had air conditioning in my car in like 3 years. It's been a long time since I had air conditioning. Usually, I've tolerated it very well, but I had a very close family member of mine is like, you can't be driving around without air conditioning anymore. You can have my old car. It's like, sweet. Their car was like the top of the line for that model like 7 years ago. It's a Hyundai Santa Fe. It's got like everything in it. It's crazy, dude. It's got like the laser guided cruise control where you can program it to be like 2 cars behind it. It's got the crash avoidance systems. It's got a front camera on it. It's crazy, man. They got so much shit on that thing. Good riding car, just definitely not as good a gas that I used to get, but I'm okay. I'm okay without the gas mileage. I don't do a ton of driving anyways, except when I go pick up my daughter. That's a round trip. That's like driving, picking her up, bringing her home, taking her back, coming back home. That's like equal to for me to go to Ocean City, Maryland, which is like, it's almost like 250 miles. All right. So we are now in cruise.
From radar center, Turkish 3 checking in. Flight level 350, climbing flight level 360.
Turkish 3 identified.
Really wish I could log in here.
Traffic 12 o'clock, 8 miles, crossing right to left, traffic at flight level 250.
It worked for takeoff, the system here, but oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. All right, let's send them a position report. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get our message up here, our ATC message. All right, let me get X pulled up in the meantime as well.
Flight level 240.
Flight level 240, Lufthansa 2.
All right, so here's the flight I'm thinking about doing after this one. I'll show you. Let's see here, flight tracking. Yeah, I'm thinking about either doing this flight, this SATA Air Acors. I think flying over to Azores is really dope, especially in X-plane, because, you know, the ground is not great in X-planes. Either that one or I'm going to do this quarter flight from Toronto to, well, I might do the other direction. I might go backwards from DC. Let me see what else is flying right now. Let's check out the other de Havillands right now and see what's flying. So we got Wendover, we got Thunder Bay. That's a cool little airport, Thunder Bay. Portland to Calgary.
You climb to flight level 280.
Monjoli. Oh, here's one here. We could do Canberra to Sydney. That's a nice little flight early in the morning. Wendover, Jazz Air. Wow, you can go. They have a flight from Los Angeles. Wow, that is a long flight. Jesus. Los Angeles to Toronto in a little DC-8. Yellowknife to Edmonton. That's a cool flight, Yellowknife to Edmonton. Brisbane to Moranbah. Here's one here, CEO to Boston. That's a cool little flight. I like landing in Boston. Maybe we'll do that. No, I'll keep the SATA Air flight. Here's another SATA Air. What's Pico? This is a shorter flight, I think.
Welcome to contact center on 121.075, still on.
Center 121.075.
That's only 200. That's 160 miles versus.
Close Mach decimal 76.
Maintaining Mach decimal 76, fueling 85.
That's a longer flight. Yeah, let's undo this one and let's go back. Maybe we'll do this one. Pico to Ponta Delgada. Not that long of a flight, but we do get up. We do stay at altitude for a little while. We go up to 19,000 feet. Only for 8 minutes. Yeah, see, that's not that long. We're only cruising for like 8 minutes. I don't know. I'll keep it, but I don't know if we're going to do that. I kind of like this one here.
Center, Alpine 71 checking in, flight level 320.
It's not supposed to come to me, there.
Rome radar center identified.
It's supposed to come to New England tomorrow. Yeah, we don't have any bad weather coming towards us.
Rome radar center, Chenix 9 at flight level 320.
Chenix 9 identified.
Now here's a Wendover flight from Edmonton to Kelowna. I kind of want to do this. Yeah, you know, this could be a cool flight here. We haven't really flown over, and this is 140. Let me save this one too. Maybe we'll either do this Qantas link or we'll do the SATA flight. Here's the flight we're doing right now. European Air Transport 42M. All right, let's see what's going on with X. Sure, nothing good today. That is true. Yeah, California will turn red if they pass that save the. I can't believe they still haven't passed that bill. I mean, how hard is it to agree that you need to have voter ID to vote? You need to have a driver's license to vote. How hard is that to understand? God damn, a $300 million yacht, 287 foot.
Rome radar center, Itero 620 checking in, out of flight level 160 for flight level 200.
Right, man-made climate change, right, but he's of course, it's everybody else's problem, except for the rich. Wow, another historic church, 1853, oh my goodness.
Radar center.
Oh, this is in America?
With you at flight level 340.
Oh wow, maybe this is America. Wow. That's a shame. More police threatening to arrest Christians on public property. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Police officer threatens to arrest Christian for trying to enter a free Arab fest being held in a public park. Am I being ordered out by threat of arrest? Yes. Wow. Drum daddy animal. Yeah, down here at the bottom of the screen. Drum daddy animal. That's crazy. Sharia law in Fort Wayne. I can't believe it. Man, the Arabs really are taking over America. It is fucking sick what our government has allowed into this country. I'm okay for freedom of religion and freedom of speech, but
identified.
Not these kind of people.
Ryanair 1, descend to flight level 150 at your discretion.
Out of flight level 190 for flight level 150, Ryanair 1.
Freestyle and Greco-Roman wrestling champion.
Mach 78, Itaro 620.
Come on, Fuddy, get out of the street, get out of the street. He just eating his ice cream cone. He's just chilling. Hit him with the ice cream cone, champ. Hit him with the ice cream cone, champ. Do it. Do it. All right, let's get to the good part. Is somebody gonna knock him out or what? Ah, there we go. Ooh! Ooh! But now he's still on the road. Pick him up, throw him off the road. Get that trash out of here. Oh, and his head hit the pole too. Watch this. Hang on, 1, 2. Right here. Oh, look at that. Oh my God.
383, good morning.
Right off the pole. Good job, champ. I like that. That's good shit. There's no side effects when taking ivermectin nor fenbendazole. That is true. And they will get rid of cancer. They've been showing proof that those drugs get rid of stage 4 cancer. Cancer is supposedly just a parasite. New York Board of Elections registering illegal aliens to vote. Caught on hidden camera, of course. This shit's been going on for decades. Nobody does anything about it, though. Nobody does a fucking thing about this. Nobody does anything about it. Except pass the Save America Act. A Muslim man in Texas was walking with his underage wife who looks just... What? No way is this in Texas. This can't be right. That's got to be AI. There's no way that this would be allowed in America. Some of this shit, some of this stuff, I don't know. It, you know. Do I believe it's happening? Yes. Do I believe that it's happening in Texas? That's very hard to believe. In North Africa and Italy, you Italians are sheep. You have to go to work to give us money. I don't work. I eat, drink, and enjoy the good life thanks to you. If you don't keep giving us money, we will devastate Italy. It appears New York City has been having the same DEI anti-white police training as the UK. Whoa! And she's arrested. Well, it looks like they're arresting both. Yeah.
Marseille control on 130.
All right.
955.
Arrest both. That's fine.
Marseille control 130.955.
Can't take matters into your own hands, but thankfully it was all documented. We'll see that. Hang on. Johns Hopkins quietly secured a patient in 2020 on menbendazole for treatment of cancer and is running quietly several clinical trials with menbendazole and cancer. Right, there is actual there is actual science between this.
Delta 230, roger.
Ivermectin, fenbendazole, and menbendazole, they are killing cancer in people. Like people have had stage 4 prostate cancer, other cancers, and it just eats it up. And in a few months, they're cancer-free. There's been another shooting at a courthouse in North Carolina. Jesus, man, really? A woman walked out of the Wilson County, North Carolina courthouse and was ambushed and then allegedly shot by a black male 6 times on the steps of the courthouse. A police officer has also been shot. Good Lord, North Carolina. I tell you, the only place safe to live in America is like Montana or Wyoming. That's very interesting. Senator Elisa Slotkin, Democrat from Michigan, announced that if the Save America Act becomes law, it would be hard for any Democrat in any state to win any election. That is 100% true. They definitely stole Michigan in the 2020 election. Only 30% of the 42 million EBT are Americans who were born here. What? 51% are Muslim who won't allow their wives to work and have multiple wives, getting $4 to $5 grand each month. Holy shit. I didn't know it was that high. This country makes me sick, but there's no other country I'd rather live in. That's the thing, like every other country is worse than America for the most part. MAGA cannot attend an event on public property, cannot wear a red hat. Wow, wow, wow. Christians and Jews are monkeys and pigs to us. That's what Allah calls them. Allah calls them, make it easier for us to kill them because they're not real humans. Exactly. Right, right. But it's okay to have a 7-year-old wife and to beat your wife and, you know, rape little kids that you call your wife. That's what Allah wanted. All right, let's check our flight and see what we're doing here. Man, the Earth is, the world is getting, All right, so we do have top of descent coming up here pretty soon. All right, let's check out our charts here. Actually, I'm curious what they have us landing on today. Let's see here. All right, so far I don't see a... Here at the airport. Flight board.
There 383, contact center on 121.075.
So arrivals are 35 right and left. That's not good. I don't want to land on one of those.
Climb to flight level 320.
All right, arriving is 35 right. So let's
flight level 320, Eternal 620.
let's check out 35 right here. Oh, you know what we could do actually? Hang on a second. We can check it out on Navigraph here. Hang on a second.
Flight level 170.
Okay,
flight
so
level
we have...
130.
Hang on a second. I tell you what, let me look at something here. Wonder if I can get the ATIS for our landing here. Okay, LIMC.
Descend to flight level 220.
Descending flight level 220, Delta 230.
Okay, yeah, arriving runway 35 right. Okay, so let's get that set up.
Miles, crossing left to right.
So we have 35 right.
Looking Alpine 61.
21 out.
flight level 240 climbing. EV21 identified.
All right, then we'll do this one here. 3E. Hang on. First, let me get the approach put in. Let's do INLIR. And what arrivals do we have that we can connect? If any.
Contact Marseille Control on 123.908. Good morning.
Switching to 123.908, fueling 29.
Alright, that works. Let's do this here. Let's get that updated on here. So let's change our runway to 35 right. Approach, ILSC 35 right, INLIR.
Bird 5, good morning.
Then we have change procedure. Okay, so that's all done now. All right, approach.
Delta 230, descent to flight level 200.
Leaving for flight level 200, Delta 230.
All right, that's now updated. Let's get our flight plan updated here. Let's go to LIMC. All right, so we're gonna do 35 right. INLIR and MEBUR 3 Echo insert.
Postman 42 Mike, contact Milan Center on 121.14.
All right, excellent. So that's all done.
Milan Radar Center, Itaro 576, flight level 230, climbing, flight level 240.
Contact Milan Center 121.14, Postman 42 Mike.
0576, best speed, Mach 76.
Milan Center, good morning. Postman 42 Mike with you, flight level 340.
Postman 42 Mike, Milan Center identified, buongiorno.
We'll hand comms back over to the co-pilot once we get close to landing. All right, let's update our charts now. All right, so let's get rid of this one, and let's get rid of this one. Now we have 10. Hang on, I gotta unload this and load it again. All right, so now the approach chart, the arrival chart is 10 to Delta. Let's pin that. And the arrival chart, the approach chart is 11, 11.5, and 11.5A. There we go.
Postman 42 Mike, contact Milan radar on 132.705.
Contact Milan radar 132.705. Postman 42 Mike.
Easy 3275, contact Rome radar center on 132.525. Good morning.
Switching to 132.525. Easy 3275.
Milan radar, good morning. Postman 42 Mike with you. Flight level 340.
Postman 42 Mike, Milan radar, identified. Good morning.
Okay, let's make sure. Takeoff and approach. Wind correction, we have 5 knots. Currently, the wind is variable by 2 knots. All right, 30 and 40 configuration, that's fine. Minimum descents. MDA is 891.
Shamrock 40 with you, flight level 340.
Shamrock 40, Milan radar center, identified.
Forecast looks good. Nav looks pretty good. 0.5, it's okay. Not bad. Distance to destination. All right, now according to charts.
Shamrock 45, contact Rome radar center on 133.13.
Over to Rome radar center on 133.13, Shamrock 45.
So we have a decision height of 100. We'll say 107 actually. So let's get that updated. Alright, decision height is now set. And let's see here, we have 109.9, 346.
Itaro 620, flight level 340.
Itaro 620, identified. With Malta 13.
109.9, 346.
Resume normal cruise.
And we have our holding point is 113.7, so let's get that updated in case we need to. Actually, we can't. All right, that's okay. We can always plug it in here.
Down to flight level 210, Itaro 576.
All right, I gotta imagine we're gonna be descending here pretty soon. Let's see if it has it on the tablet here, say intentions. Milan radar. Good morning, Postman 42 Mike. When can we expect to start our descent into Milan?
Postman 42 Mike, descend via MEBUR 3 Echo for the ILS Zulu runway 35 right approach into Malpensa, QNH 1016.
All right, so we need to be at
Taxibird 3687, Milan radar
MC.
center identified.
We need to be under 12,000 feet there.
Milan radar center.
Okay.
T51 checking in at flight level 360.
T51, good morning.
Oh, we should have started our descent already. Shit.
Milan radar center, Vueling 1 checking in at flight level 370.
Vueling 1, good morning.
All right, we are beginning our descent.
Milan radar center, Ryanair 5, climbing flight level 400.
Now, if we can get caught back up to
Ryanair 5
VNAV,
identified.
then
Good
we'll
morning.
put VNAV back on. Not back on, we haven't even put it on. But if we can get caught back up to our profile, then we'll put VS on. Let's do this now.
Flight level 340.
Ryanair 7, Milan radar center identified.
All right, we've begun our descent.
Climb to flight level 430. Report level.
Let's put constraints back on.
Leaving flight level 420 for flight level 430, Ryanair 5.
If we can get caught back up to VNAV, then we'll...
Taxibird 3687, climb flight level 200.
Up to flight level 200, Taxibird 3687.
Ryanair 7, traffic 1 o'clock and 8 miles, opposite direction.
Traffic Ryanair 7.
All right,
Arrow
throttle's idle.
576, descend to flight level 190, expect lower.
Out of flight level 230 for flight level 190, Itaro 576.
Ryanair 5, descend to flight level 350 at your discretion.
Down to flight level 350, Ryanair 5.
All right, we need to slow down a little bit. Let's slow our descent a little bit. We can get below 250.
Flight level 320.
Griffin 4, Milan radar center identified.
Hey, what is our transition altitude? All right, well, 6,000 is takeoff, so we'll just say 6,000. All right, we've actually almost caught up to our VNAV, it looks like. All right, let's get below 250. All right, very good. So we're below 250 barely. Let's go back to minus 2,500. See if we can get to our next waypoint by 12,000 feet. I don't think we're going to. I don't think it's going to happen. Klaus, will you handle the comms on descent, please?
I'll handle the comms on descent, Greg.
All right, let me see if I can get him to pull up the approach plate. Will you please pull up the approach plate?
No problem, got the charter.
Yeah, but I don't know where it loads up to. Okay, so get an app to open this, and your PC doesn't have the app that can open this link. Try. Okay. So I have to. We're missing something with Say Intentions. But yeah, Say Intentions has some new shit out now where you can actually have them pull up charts and all kinds of stuff.
Ryanair 5, descend, flight level 290.
Which is pretty dope, I think.
Descending flight level 290, Ryanair 5.
Griffin 4, traffic 10 o'clock, 12 miles, opposite direction, a Boeing 737 at flight level 320.
Negative contact, Griffin 4.
Set this for 230.
Welling 1, contact Marseille Control on 127.905.
Marseille Control, 127.905. Good morning, Welling 1.
We might get to 12,000. It's going to be cutting it close. Let's set speed for 230. Put the spoilers back. All right, descending through 16,000.
The land radar sensor, 2 air and the 901, 52 and the 903.
Let's put this to 9,000.
Flight level 360.
2 air and 901, 52 and 903, 37, roger. Bird 3687, descend to flight level 140, pilot's discretion.
Down to flight level 140, taxi bird 3687.
Itaro 576, climb to flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210, Itaro 576.
Yeah, well, you almost made it. Almost made it to the right altitude in time.
Descend to flight level 240, expect lower.
Descending to flight level 240, Ryanair 5.
INIBUILDS did such a good job with this airplane. This airplane is so nice to fly. I wonder what flag that is on the back of the airplane. Red and black. I don't know what that is.
Flight level 370. Postman 42 Mike, contact Milan radar on 118.805.
Contacting Milan radar on 118.805, Postman 42 Mike. Milan radar, Postman 42
right, landing lights
Mike
on.
Heavy. Good morning, descending flight level 140.
Postman 42, Mike Heavy, Milan radar identified. Good morning. Expect the ILS Zulu runway 35 right approach into Malpensa and confirm you have information Tango.
We got information Tango.
Expecting the ILS Zulu runway 35 right approach into Malpensa.
Zulu.
Postman 42
Thanks,
Mike
Klaus.
Heavy.
All right, we are almost at the right speed and the right altitude. Let's put this down to 235, or 225. And let's put this to minus 13. That always seems like a good kind of balance of descent and keeping us at the right speed. All right, we can turn weather off. Weather is off.
Milan radar, good morning, Ryanair 87 Romeo, Romeo 3000.
Put terrain on.
Ryanair 87 Romeo, Romeo, Milan radar identified. Proceed on course. Milan radar, good morning. Itaro 129er 1000.
Right, we need to get below 6,000 and below 220, so let's put this at 215. Put this down to 6,000. We need to get down to 4,000 feet actually, so let's do that. Since every other altitude, it looks like we need to be below 9,000, below 6,000,
Good morning, American 298, 4,000.
below 5,000, and then 4,000 here. So yeah, that's 4,000.
Good morning.
Max of 220, which is
contact Zurich info on 120
where we should be.
120.88 for Itaro 129er.
I've been looking to do a flight to this airport for a while now. Finally got a good flight. I love this airport. This Milan airport is such a pretty airport. All right, little terrain showing up. That's okay. Our speed is good. Could be a little better. Let's slow our
Milan radar identified. Good morning.
Let's put this at like 1100 and see if that'll get us down to the right speed.
Milan radar on 128.015.
Fuck it. Let's put our...
Good day.
Let's put the spoilers out a little bit.
Ryanair 9er Tango Kilo, Milan radar identified.
Milan radar, Ryanair.
Milan radar identified. Good morning. Contact 0.120.88. Ryanair 9er Tango Kilo, contact Paris Control on 120.955.
Switching to Paris Control on 120.955, Ryanair 9er Tango Kilo.
Lufthansa 6 Tango Tango, Milan radar identified. Good morning.
Milan radar, Ryanair 9er Tango Kilo 4000.
Ryanair 9er Tango Kilo, Milan radar identified. Continue.
And we'll put this on ILS mode
Ryanair
once
9er
we
Tango Kilo, contact
make our
Zurich
final
Info
turn
on
here coming up.
120.88.
120.88, Ryanair 9er Tango Kilo, thanks.
Alright, there's our green dot speed.
Milan radar, Ryanair 2 Whiskey Zulu 1000.
Ryanair 2 Whiskey Zulu, Milan radar identified.
All right.
Whiskey Zulu, contact Paris Control on 120.955.
Switching to Paris Control on 120.955, Ryanair 2 Whiskey Zulu.
Milan radar, Itaro 129.95000.
Itaro 129er, Milan radar identified.
All right, we're going to be landing here in a moment. As the great Samuel Jackson said in King Kong, hold on to your butts. Right before they flew into that huge-ass hurricane that's surrounding the island.
Ryanair 9er, contact Marseille Control on 123.908.
123.908, Itaro 129.9er, see ya.
Oh, we got to set our pressure. Shit. All right, pressure right now for LIMC is 30.03. There we go.
Milan radar, Ryanair 26 Tango Charlie, flight level 130.
Ryanair 26 Tango Charlie, Milan radar identified. Continue. Ryanair 73 Papa Quebec, Milan radar identified. Radar, Ryanair 2 Whiskey Zulu 4000. Ryanair 2 Whiskey Zulu, Milan radar identified. Continue.
We have information Tango, confirmation Milan radar, Postman 42 Mike. I don't think Klaus ever said anything to him about confirming it, so I'm going to confirm it now.
Postman 42 Mike, roger.
All right, we're getting ready to make our turn, and once we make our turn, I'm going to then switch us over into ILS mode.
Milan radar, good morning, Ryanair 26 Tango Charlie, flight level 110.
Ryanair 26 Tango Charlie, Milan radar identified. Good morning.
go. Get ready to make our turn. All right, here's our turn to final. Let's go flaps 1. I know it doesn't say slats until 180, but it's okay. It's okay.
Ryanair 19 Victor Quebec 1000. Ryanair 19 Victor Quebec Milan radar identified. Good morning.
Get ready to make our turn final here.
Paris control on 120.955. 120.955. Ryanair 19 Victor Quebec. Thanks. Milan radar. Ryanair 19 Victor Quebec 4000. Ryanair 19 Victor Quebec Milan radar identified.
Alright, let's go into heading mode. Let's go into ILS mode. Let's click on nav. Alright, nav has been captured. Speed brake is armed. Alright, localizer is now captured.
Papa Mike, Milan radar, radar contact, climb and maintain 4,000.
All right, let's go flaps 15.
Golf Mike, Papa Mike.
Ground speed is 189. We're 22 miles away. And the glide slope is starting to come into play now. Got our little icon here. So I plan on, after we land, taking a few minutes, getting the X-plane set up, and then coming back and doing another flight on X-plane. That's the plan. All right, we can see the airport in front of us here. Yep, there's our runway right here. Miles away. Now I didn't take the casters off the bottom of my unit here, so hopefully when I start pushing the rudder pedals, it doesn't start sliding everywhere. It didn't while I was trying it out, but I hope that stays the same. All right, glide slope is almost alive. That's so pretty with the mountains in the background. Look at that. That is awesome. Look at all that. That's gorgeous. Imagine living in Milan. That's got to be awesome to like live in the background with all those mountains in the background. So pretty. Gay! It's a little gay, but it's very pretty too. All right, we'll drop our speed back once we start our descent. All right, glide slope's getting ready to capture any moment. Flaps down the next notch. All right, glide slope is captured.
Contract 469er, Milan radar, radar.
All right, landing gear down.
6,000.
All right, we are all green. That's good. Flaps are down all the way, landing gear's down, speed brake is armed. We're getting ready to take over manual control here in a moment. We're about 2,500 feet above ground right now. I'm gonna wait until we're about 1,700 feet and I'll grab control. Maybe 2,000 feet. Somewhere in that area though. I could take control now. Sometimes I like doing that so I can get a better feel for the airplane as I'm landing. Hey, you know, let me do that now, actually. All right, my control. Far so good. I like using the cross, the plus sign reticle so much better than the little, like half a triangle. I always do so much better with this kind of flight director. Well, there's our nav being picked up. There's the not the SOS, but the Morse code. At least I think that was it. So far, so good, say intentions. I don't see another airplane on the runway. So that's good, say intentions. That's a good start. Last couple of times we've landed, you've had surprises on the runway for us.
Approaching runway 35, right.
Not the runway I wanted to land on, but we'll take it. I wanted 17 right, because that's what the real flight landed on, but it's not the operational one right now, so we can't be beggars. We can't be choosers, so we just go with the flow. So far, it's been a very good approach.
Postman 42 Mike, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles. Same altitude, citation 700.
700. Looking Postman 42 Mike.
Departure India Bravo Charlie Kilo Hotel 2000 for 4,000.
200.
India Bravo Charlie Kilo Hotel, Milan radar, radar contact. Maintain VFR at or below flight level 140.
Climb flight level 140 India Bravo Charlie Kilo Hotel.
Auto throttle off.
60, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Little offline, but we'll take it. Little offline, but we'll take it. All right, well, shit, that was a cool flight. That was cool.
India Bravo Charlie Kilo Hotel contact.
All right, let's
Milan
close say
radar on
intentions out.
128.015.
All right, goodbye, say intentions. You are done for now. And I am done for now. I'll be back in a little bit. I got to make a couple of phone calls, get this next flight set up. We're going to be flying the Dash 8 again on, what's it called? That or the Citation X. I haven't decided yet. I might do a Citation X flight on there since we haven't flown that in a long time. But yeah, I'll be back soon. Wow, why is my mic peaking so hard? Jesus, man. So much for having filters and shit that are supposed to help. Let's put the limiter up to like -4 so it doesn't speak like that. So it doesn't pike like pike. So it doesn't spike. I can't even talk English today. I promise I'm... You know what? I had a guy the other day online when I was working, He says, I can't stand, I need to talk to somebody that speaks English. And I'm like, okay, no problem. He's like, oh, you got an accent. I can't talk to you. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I've been living in Baltimore for 40 some years. Yeah, I got an accent. It's called American. I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking? I'm like, all right, no problem. Let me get you to somebody else. I'm like, click, transfer you out, buddy. All right, that's about it, my friends. I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show coming up shortly. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you.